Hi and welcome to our college success class. This class is going to be a way to introduce you to the format of college classes. We're going to give you some tips, give you some strategies, and give you some ideas of things that will help you in your college career. So to get started, this is just kind of an overview of what to expect during your class this semester. So if you're seeing this video, you obviously figured out how to get into the timeline of our class. And so everything that you're going to need to access as far as assignments, quizzes, any information, you're going to find that in your timeline. So I'm sure that if you've looked at it at all, you've noticed that my contact information is there. We also have your technical support for Web Study. Web Study is the learning management system that we use. That's what we are in right now. And so I want to kind of call your attention to the orientation session here. So this is some information that's going to help you get ready to take the class and be successful in it. And I just want to point out a few things that I want you to notice. So for one thing, self-introductions. This is where you're going to introduce yourself. I've given a short introduction about myself. And I've also asked that you state what type of student you are. And by that I mean, are you a traditional student? Are you a non-traditional student? What is your category as far as that goes? You don't have to share anything that you're not comfortable sharing. Down here, I want you to look at the virtual cafe. So this is a forum where you basically can ask questions and other students can answer you. I will also be monitoring this forum so that if I see a question that someone is asking that no one has answered yet, or people are not sure, I will be looking so I can go in and I can help out by answering too. But if you see a question that someone asked and you know the answer, or you have some kind of advice or helpful input, don't hesitate to do that. This is a place where the students in the class can communicate with each other and interact. And so I'm not going to police this as far as saying that things have to be on topic here. This should be anything that you guys want to talk about, but it shouldn't be anything personal. If you have a question of a personal nature, just email me through the Web Study mail system. Don't put personal things here. But this is a good place to go. If you've got a question, maybe go here first. Somebody else may have already asked and it may already have been answered, and then it'll save you some time. So if we go back to our timeline, I'm going to scroll back down. So another thing that I do want to point out is that you will need to create a Gmail account. So Gmail is, Google is the way that I'm going to have you journal this semester. You will be expected to make one journal entry per week, and you will be given topics to reflect on and write about. And I'm going to be using Google Docs in order to access your journal entries. And so I want you to, if you have a Google account already, then you can just use that. If you have a Gmail account, that's fine. But if you don't, then you will need to create one. And the best way to do that is if you Google Gmail, this will pop up, create your Google account, and then you'll just have to put your first and last name, create your username, password, and all of that. It's pretty self-explanatory. Once you're in there, it doesn't just give you email, and if you have a Gmail account, you may have not known about some of these other features. So you've got your email, but there's also other features as well. So if I go to my account, this is Google Docs. So let me actually, I'm going to go back to Google. This is regular Google. And so this is where you will find all of your apps. And Google Docs is considered to be an app. So you click on it. If you don't see Docs as an option in here, the other way that you can do that, search for Google Docs. And since you're already logged in, it'll go ahead and pull it up. You can go right to Google Docs and you can start a new document. And you'll notice it looks a lot like Word. It's not exactly the same as Word, but it looks very similar. And move this over this way. So after you, well, this is my little test. After you've typed something in, it will save automatically. And when you're finished with a journal entry, then you can go ahead and share it with me. Okay? And my, I'm saving this here. My email address, my Google email address is Ginny Wall MB. The other way that you can do it is to get a shareable link. And so you can copy that link and then you can submit that link into WebStudy as an assignment. And you'll see more about what I mean by that when we get further in.